guys, so today I want to talk about bells and bite alarms and basically your bite indicator. To start off, I want to start with the normal bell, which is this right here. You can buy two for I believe like $2, so they're like $1 a piece. Overall, my favorite, my favorite overall bite indicator. It does what it needs. It does what it has to do. You can adjust it so if there's a windy day, you're not just hearing your bell going off, going off, going off. Let me show you how that goes. So basically, if that's your tip of your rod over here, and a fish bites, sorry, and a fish bites, right away you can hear it. The only downfall that I don't like about it is if a fish bites hard enough, it'll wrap around your line. That is one thing I do not like about the bell. But if you place it in the right spot, overall, I mean, you'll have good work on it. I tend to put it right on the tip, and I'll hook the fish, and then I'll remove the bell, keeping constant pressure. The next one is going to be more of your, a little bit fancier, more of your electronic kind of door alarm, basically built in with a with a line holder. So if the line gets pulled, it pulls this little wire and it makes a sound. Okay, it's a pretty loud sound. Out of all of these, this is the loudest. So this is my second favorite. The only thing that's not great about this is if it's a windy day or a lot of stuff is going on where the water's kind of a lot of movement, or you're getting little short bites, you're gonna nonstop. You're gonna be hearing. So that's the only downfall of this one. If it does rain, it's basically screwed. It's not waterproof. You could probably throw a Ziploc bag over it or whatever to protect it, but it'll muffle the sound a little bit. But the way this one goes on is basically you hook it to the bottom, just about yay so. You're running your line, and you run your line right through there, putting just enough pressure so that the alarm doesn't go off till the line gets pulled. And once the line gets pulled, you'll hear the bell alarm. All right, and that's my second favorite. My third favorite is, oh, and this one you can get them on Amazon, on eBay, even some stores carry them. More like stores near lakes and rivers that a lot of people go to. You can go online and get them for as cheap as $2, maybe even cheaper, and some people will sell them for $8 to $10. I would say look around, shop around, see where you get your best deal from. I know if you order some from China, it does take 3-4 weeks to receive them. But there is certain places on Amazon or on eBay that you can get them, and you'll get them within a week or so. My third favorite is going to be the little LED with the bells. What I like about it, it's easy, it's light, it's plastic. The LED does go out a lot, so that's the only problem I have with it. These are great bells if I'm going to a small little pond, or I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be right next to my poles most of the time. These almost the same thing as the bells. You basically put them the same way, so when a fish hits it, it makes some noise. It's not as loud as the cowbell version of it, but overall, great bell. Works just as fine. My third favorite is, oh, and these you can also get on Amazon or eBay. I think I got a 20 pack for like $6, so it's a pretty good deal. The third one also got on eBay or Amazon. I think you could get a package of 10 for like $5. So they're not expensive. These bite alarms or bite indicators are not expensive at all. And this one wraps around your pole. So let me just put it on here so you can see. It has little clips so that it can slide on. So I like these. The only thing is they're not as loud. So I want something that's loud or something that I can hear. as you can hear that. It does glow in the dark as well. These do glow in the dark. Um, but if it's not completely dark outside and say you're fishing in an area where there's some kind of light or the moon's kind of bright, you won't see it as well. The third, or my, sorry, my fifth version is going to be, I believe you can get these at Academy is where I bought it. So you can buy these at Academy. I do like this one. There's just one thing I don't like about it. Is that it's plastic on the bottom and it's kind of, it's not as good. It comes with a little indicator, light indicator as well. So if you're fishing, it has that little indicator so that you can see. It's just as loud as the green one, but I just hate the fact that it has this entire plastic going over where your line should be. So if a big fish does hit it, I mean, basically you have to reel the fish in with this thing on. Okay. And then my final version that I have is, doesn't make a sound. It's more of a, just a light indicator. This one, I bought it at Bass Pro Shop. They have them at Bass Pro. They have them at online. You can buy them online. Basically what this is just gonna flash green or red. Green when it's ready, and red when it's on a fish. So if it sees a lot of action, it'll start to make, I don't know, you can't see the green here too well, but it's not very bright either. But when there's a fish on, it will actually turn red. But the only problem is if you fall asleep or say you snooze off for a couple seconds, you might have a fish on there and you won't even know. This is a good indicator to put if you have a bait caster, basically just to know that there's a fish on there. All right. And then there's also the glow sticks. Let me grab it. There's the beacon glow sticks. And this is also more for a night fishing. They're bright enough so when you do go fishing, you can see them at dark in the middle of the night. I like combining the beacon with the bell. It works exactly to the purpose that I need. These do cost about $1 a piece, but you can get some on Amazon or some on eBay for like a 50 pack or a 100 pack, which 2 come per pack. Make sure you read the little the small print, and it comes for like $5 or $6. But it's a great deal overall. But if you're gonna go with the bell, don't get too fancy. Get yourself something simple. Stick to the old-fashioned bell. In my perspective, the old-fashioned bell works perfectly. It does what I need and it holds up very well. And again, the second one I would choose is this one, but this one's a little fancier. It takes up a lot more room in your tackle box. This, you could put 10 of them and take about the same amount of space that 3 of these would take up. So if a friend needs a bell, you would have an extra bell. But again, this is probably the cheapest version, probably the best version if you're trying to stay on a budget. This one, $2 per, basically $1 a bell. But like I said, you get so used to that sound, you'll know you have a fish. Other than that, guys, that's it. Thank you.